This video is sponsored by Minifigs.me. Stay tuned to the end of the video for a special discount on the best custom printed minifigures out there.
Hey everyone, Dalek Bricks here, and as you can tell, we have a giant package here, and this is from the folks over at Minifigs.me. Like I said at the beginning, they did sponsor this video, and they did also send, I think, 13 minifigures here, which is absolutely insane. Hopefully I got them all. Nope, one more. And these, like I mentioned in the title there, are all from a very specific theme, and you guys will notice that very soon. But I just want to show off again what the unboxing experience is from Minifigs.me. You'll get how many of these that you ordered and figures, as well as this little letter, which mine came a little bit crumpled, but that's alright. Just saying that today is a good day, of course it always is, and a little advertisement about how you can design your own custom minifigs. But yeah, this is a ton of minifigures here. The last opening video, I think we got 6, and before that it was 3, and then 4, and now we have 13, I think, which is insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and organize these and then get right into it, opening these up and doing our quick little review thing. Alright, we're going ahead and opening up this first minifigure here, and you can see we have the 9th Doctor. And I just want to mention, I love the unboxing experience with these. I just like the Matchbox style of it, the little boo on the back, and the color especially. I just think that's adorable. And even though they are sponsoring this video, all opinions are still going to be my own, so if I like something, it's going to be my opinion, and if I don't like something, it's going to be my opinion. But this is the 9th Doctor from Doctor Who, of course, the first one of the reboot, and this guy looks really awesome. Definitely a more simplistic design for the back here, but that's understandable considering he literally just wears all black except for that either purple or red TV or t-shirt underneath, just depending on the episode that it was from. The face there I actually think looks really well looks really nice for Christopher Eccleston. He's got those cheekbones going on, there's some age lines. I don't think that they do oh, I guess they do. I was about to say they don't do double-sided faces, but I guess they do. This is kind of like a goofy gritting one, which he did do a lot, even though he was slightly more serious. He also did have that really goofy, like, alright, Rose, let's go personality going on. So that's one of my favorite parts of his Doctor, and this figure I think turned out pretty nice. Minifigure number 2 here is I love this one. This is the 6th Doctor here, played by Colin Baker, and he definitely had one of the craziest forms of outfits in terms of Doctors. If you actually look into the lore of everything, he was originally supposed to have an outfit more similar to the 9th Doctor there, where it was more edgy and dark, but then they went, no, let's just go full clown on this guy. So I think Minifigs.me did a fantastic job just capturing this in Lego, going all the way around, wrapping to the sides, and even the back. And even, this is one of my favorite parts about their figures, is that they're able to print inside the legs there down there, which is really, really awesome, and I'd never seen that before I had gotten some of these minifigs. That's one of my favorite parts. Back torso printing there as well. And yeah, this is just a really awesome looking figure. I really just like all the printing. I think if you wanted to pick one of these guys up and you're a fan of like all Doctor Who, I think this is maybe the one to go with, just because it's so goofy. There's a little bit of arm printing on either side as well. I think that's just kind of creating the cuffs, and those look pretty nice there. But yeah, I just really, really like this figure. I just think the printing and everything with the old quilted look or everything just looks so fantastic. Minifig number 3 here. Ooh, we have the 12th Doctors. This is one of their older designs. They recently went ahead and updated 1 through 8, but they haven't updated these guys in a while. So if they do have a slightly older look, that could be why. I still do really like this figure. I think I do prefer Lego's official version, but that makes sense because they can, you know, make anything that they want essentially for that. But they did still do a really nice job, especially with this blue and red coat, which I think would have been nice on a Lego's official version. I know they don't really do trench coats like this that often, but it would have been appreciated. And especially I think it just gives us such an iconic look for the that version of the 12th Doctor. I still like Lego's hairpiece a lot better. I think that would have actually made this figure perfect, but they did get that look down with the giant bushy eyebrows. And like I said, that blue and red coat is just awesome, and just such an iconic moment. From all like the Series 8 promotion and everything, that's the image I remember, just that little bit of flipped up red. So I think that's awesome there. Hairpiece I'm not a big fan of, but you can always swap that out with the light gray version of that they used in the official set there. And there's also some more back printing, or back leg printing. I don't know if there's any back torso printing. I don't really want to take the coat off, just in case I don't want to damage it or anything. But yeah, another really solid figure here. Alright, pack number 4, we have the 2nd Doctor, Patrick Troughton. This one is really awesome. You can tell, just even like versus these two designs, just how much better that they've gotten over the years. Like, this one's still really good, but they've just totally had a new style and everything going on, which just looks great. It looks a lot closer to it, something that Lego would do though, especially with that face look. I think that's really, really well done. Really captures Patrick Troughton's look. Got like a little angry expression there on the back, and then the use of Harry Potter's hairpiece is really nice. I know people for like customs and stuff, and even my own customs use the old Harry Potter hairpiece, but this new one works even better, so I really like that there. And then the torso and legs there look absolutely perfect and spot on to the second Doctor's look, especially with the whole plaid going on there with the plaid pants, which is a very, very iconic version of this Doctor. Even some more inside leg printing, which I've just always been so impressed by. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, I think, of the entire lineup. Numero 5 here. Sticking with classic Doctor Who, we have the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker. This is one of the most loved versions of the Doctor here, I think, especially from classic Doctor Who. And this guy, I think they just knocked his look out of the park. Yeah, really no complaints with this guy, just looking so far. They've really done a great job with him. Just very similar to some of the other ones, just where they can do all that wraparound printing, which looks great. I love the use of this scarf. Maybe the scarf mold would have been nice, but I know that wouldn't have worked with that hair, so that, I guess that does make sense. And I don't know if you can print on that anyway, so I guess this was a good call. And then the face print there is really cheery, which I love, and then more like worried face print on there on the back. Maybe it would have been nice to include his like cowboy hat thing that he has, but I mean, I'm not complaining. This is still really awesome. Next up here, we have the 1st Doctor. This guy actually comes with an accessory here. This just looks like a 3-long version of a bar in black, which is nice. I'm assuming this is just his cane there, because he's pretty old. He now is played up definitely throughout those original classic episodes there. But I really like this figure here as well. The white hairpiece there is a perfect choice. I like the monocle too. And yeah, just got that really classic look going on. He did have a very similar outfit in show to the 2nd Doctor here. Back, I know this was just, he was recast as a Doctor just because of like his family health at the time for William Hartnell there. But so it makes sense why they do have similar outfits, because I know they did in the in the show as well. But I really like this one. I think this fits great. It would actually work if you didn't want it to use this Doctor Who custom. This would fit great into like a Harry Potter world too. But yeah, as the 1st Doctor, he is really nice, and I do like that they included an accessory with him. Minifig number 7. Ooh, this is one of my personal favorite Doctors. Kind of a weird choice considering he was only in one TV movie and then some audio specials, but he is one of my favorite Doctors. This is the 8th Doctor, played by Paul Mcgann, and this is another great figure. I especially love that dark green. The dark green just looks so like bold and striking against some of the other Doctors back there, which I really like, and especially with that old-timey look. Really nice job. Looks like straight out of the 1800s, and really close to what he actually had in that TV movie there. This is the Sirius black hair, just in dark brown there, which is perfect. I think that's a great choice for him. Kind of a more stern, angry expression there on the back. But yeah, this is a really nicely well done figure, and one of my favorite Doctors, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think this might be my favorite so far. Maybe except for the 6th Doctor, just because he has such a crazy outfit. But really well done here, especially with all the side leg printing and then back leg printing. Really well done. Alright, we have crossed the halfway point. This is figure number 8, and this one is the 10th Doctor. And I think actually I already have a different version of him that I got in an earlier video, but you know, you can't go wrong with having another version of the 10th Doctor here. This is another figure I love just because how crisp that printing is with the pinstripe suit. Lego would never do something like that. They would cheap out and just kind of make like a couple little pinstripes, but the way that they do it there with the dark brown over the brown just looks so crisp to me, and I absolutely love that there. And the trench coat is a nice inclusion as well. Another something that Lego wouldn't do for whatever reason, just because, I don't know, they like to just print little ones there, which I'm not a huge fan of, compared to how cool these are. And then especially with his face print on the back, I'll go ahead and twist his head around, because there we have his his awesome looking little 3D glasses face, which I love. Yeah, really iconic look there. Super popular and iconic Doctor, one of my personal favorites. Again, really nice job here. This is another one you just can't go wrong with. Number 9, we have the 3rd Doctor. This is John Pertwee. One that I'm not too familiar with in all honesty, but I do think that they captured his look here quite well, especially with that stern little face there with all the age lines perfect, because he was quite old at the time. And then a very simple look to him. Just a dark red coat there, which does look pretty nice. It's another nice contrasting color, I guess, except with the 4th Doctor there. But yeah, I think this is another really effective version of one of the Doctors there. I especially like the use of Ollivander's old hairpiece there. I think that fits really well. And he does have another alternate expression here, which is just kind of a more surprised look. I actually think I like that one a little bit better, so I'm gonna make that make that his look there, just because he's just like, oh, because he was a very like dashing and like swaggering, but like also sometimes, you know, a little bit goofy, and I just think that face fits him really well. So 3rd Doctor here, not too shabby. We are now in double-digit territory for this opening video with pack number 10. Ooh, we have the 13th Doctor. Now this one is really awesome. I was looking forward to getting her. Being the current version of the Doctor, we haven't gotten her in Lego as well. The only ones we have were 10 and 11, unfortunately, or The only ones we had were 11 and 12. They made it before that she got cast as the Doctor. But I would have loved to see an official LEGO version, but this one actually does her quite a bit of justice. There is no side leg printing on her, unfortunately. That might have been nice, but it's not a huge deal. She still has had that back leg printing and inside leg printing. But yeah, I think this captures her look pretty well with that light gray jacket going down. The whole like rainbow shirt and the suspenders looking really nice there. As well as the dark blue legs and the boots. And then I love her cheerful expression there, no alternate face on her, and then that hairpiece does fit pretty well, so I'm really impressed with this one. I think it's a great look. Would have been nice for my Doctor Who box that I did make last year, but oh well. I still think that this one is really great. Another one that's really nice to have. Pack number 11 here. I know we're still missing the 11th Doctor, so how ironic would that be if this was the 11th Doctor? It's not. This is the 7th Doctor, and he does actually come with another hat, so just kind of like what I said for the 4th Doctor back there. That is much appreciated. This is another, wow, they really went all out on this figure. That's awesome. Look at those shoes there. That's insane detailing. Holy crap. I don't remember the right kind of shoe that is. I think it's a saddle shoe, if I'm not mistaken. They really went all out on that one, and especially with that interior like printing, like all the patterns and like crazy stuff on some of these figures. It's just so outstanding that they're able to get that printed at such a detail. Because even LEGO, I know would not be able to do stuff at this level. Which I mean, maybe you want from these custom printed minifigures, but like to this level is absolutely insane. I like his little scarf there hanging down over his jacket, and then love the use of this hair as well there. His face there definitely matches Sylvester McCoy's look going on, and let's go ahead and flip out his hairpiece for this hat here. Yeah, there we go. I like that. I guess it makes more sense to have the hair on than the hat in his hand as an accessory. But yeah, I really do like this figure, and the detailing on him is just absolutely insane. This has got to be another one of my personal favorites. Pack number 12. Now we get the 11th Doctor, of course. This one, like I said before, is one of their older designs, and apparently they are updating these at the top of the new year. So if you want like slightly updated versions for that, just go ahead and wait a couple weeks to place your order. But don't forget to use code Dalek Bricks 10 at checkout. This is another actually really good looking figure here. Actually, maybe prefer it to LEGO's official version, especially just because I know on LEGO's version they weren't able to get the coloring exactly correct with like the torso and the legs. There was like some printing errors there. This one though, especially with the fact that they were able to get it printed so high onto his torso, which LEGO doesn't do, is really nice, and I do appreciate that quite a bit. I don't know how much the face looks in terms of likeness, so I think that's the one kind of fault to this figure is, I think you really need to get those cheekbones across. So that's my one complaint with this figure, is just to add some cheekbones and then maybe a slightly smaller mouth, just because it's kind of Matt Smith's look, but I really do like the use of the Anakin hairpiece. This is the one I've been using on my customs since forever. I think that's perfect for him. I would have loved to have this figure back in the day, and he just looks, for whatever reason, he just gives me so much nostalgia to like the old, like, Ben the Creator, like, stop motion series. I don't know exactly why, but it does. And then I like the use of the fez there as well as his accessory. That was something that they gave him in the official set, so I do appreciate to see it here and get another one of those. But yeah, really nice looking figure. I don't love the face, but otherwise I think this is spot on. And then the final minifigure of the series. If you know your Doctor Who, you already know what it is, but this should be the 5th Doctor if I'm not mistaken. Yes sir! 5th Doctor here. Another one that I'm just really impressed with how clean they got that. Dang. Yeah, I really like the entire tan look. I think he's another one that just kind of stands out from the collection, just grabs your attention there. Wow, that's really incredible. I just keep marveling at all these different patterns and everything that they were able to get across, especially with the white shoes down there. Those are awesome. Yeah, this is just really impressive. I just have no words for just how insane this detailing is. Even down those little question mark collars. Like, I have no idea. LEGO wouldn't even do that if they were to do a full custom Doctor Who minifigure series, which I want them to do. I think that would make a sick comparison video comparing all these to official ones, but oh well, maybe they never will. Face there, I like the glasses expression, and then there's another one on the other side, just the simple smiling version of Pete Davidson. I love that look there. I think the glasses one's a little bit better though. But yeah, this is just another excellently detailed figure. I think he's a great one to display with Tennant here, considering this is actually Pete Davidson in real life is David Tennant's father-in-law, funny enough. So I think they work really well together as a pair, even especially after that one mini episode where they do some scenes together, which is great. So I think these two are great pairs. So if you just want to pick up one or two, you're a fan of the classic and the new, I think you should pick up these two. I think these guys will actually work really great together. But yeah, panning back, you can see all 13 figures here. This is absolutely insane. insane. Huge thank you to Minifigs.me yet again. Again, you can use code DalekBricks10 at checkout for 10% off your order. Thank you for sponsoring. There's be another little bit at the end of this video, but I want to show these guys look like in order from 1 to 13. Alright, so here are all 13 Doctors together. I think they look absolutely great as a display piece. I'm going to build up some sort of little stand for them and put them on, maybe with like a TARDIS in the background. I think that's going to look so cool. If you're curious who my absolute favorites are in the series, I think I'd have to go with the 4th Doctor, the 6th Doctor, and the 7th Doctor. Throw in the 8th there too, and the 10th. There's a lot of just really good ones in the series. I think my absolute favorites are these, just because how well the printing came across with all those different little patterns and colors, and that's just absolutely insane. And like I mentioned, they're soon to be going ahead and fixing those series. I'm going to have another video out soon talking more about that in depth. If you're curious what my least favorites are, I think I'd have to go with the 12th Doctor and then maybe the 11th. Partly because LEGO's already made their official versions, so it's a little bit redundant if you already have multiple copies of the set like I do. They're still really great figures, but there are a couple changes I'd make just because I don't think that face really captures Matt Smith's likeness as well, and that hairpiece doesn't capture Peter Capaldi's too well. But like I said, they are updating that, so that makes sense that it wouldn't be perfect on the older designs compared to some of these newer ones there.
A huge thank you to Minifigs.me for sponsoring today's video. So if you've ever been disappointed LEGO doesn't make a certain character as a minifig, well, you're in luck, because Minifigs.me provides some of the best custom printed minifigs out there, all printed on official LEGO parts. There's a ton to choose from, some of my personal favorites being music artists like Post Malone and Elton John, politicians like Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and even iconic characters from Doctor Who, Breaking Bad, Stranger Things, and a bunch of other TV shows and movies. So for 10% off your order, you can use code DalekBricks10 at checkout. I've been loving everything that's being made over at Minifigs.me, and I sure hope you guys do too.
So guys, thank you for watching today's video. I'm sure this ended up being a long video, and this is going to take a while to edit, so drop a like button and subscribe for more quote-unquote daily LEGO content. This is my final video before Christmas, so if you do celebrate that holiday, Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys all later. Have a good one.